I have speaker at blank. So, um, okay, good. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody, just give me a minute since I'm a little behind in getting this set up, just trying to make sure that the sound is coming through. So just give me a minute. I turned it off because it was a little loud. I wanted to get everything set up. All right, I'm going to put the music on. Is that okay? You can hear me okay? We're all good? Thank you. All right. Well, this is certainly an adventure. Okay. One second. All right. So let's go ahead, stand up, get ready. Thank you all. I'm really hoping that we were on the phone with the tech, so if anybody is still experiencing any static or issues with hearing, then please let me know, let us know. All right, so with that, good morning. And let's stand up and get ready. Let's go start marching it out. Get those arms swinging. Stand up nice and straight, lift your chest. Pick your feet up off the ground. Try to get those knees up. Make sure I'm on screen here. All right, here we go. Step touch. Reach, reach. Again, picking your feet up. We're not sliding them across the floor. Reach. Good. Breathe. You're going to get ready. We're going to do some diagonal walks. So we're going to start by walking to the right and then diagonal. Now, if you don't have a lot of room, then just do what you can and then step back on the diagonal. And again, forward. Let's dig. Good, and back. That's kind of hard to dig forward when you're going backwards. And march it out. Right leg, ready, V-steps. Get those arms moving. We go out, out, in. Out, out, in. Step it forward, then step backwards. Big arms. One more. And switch to the left. Big steps. One more. Good job. Go to the left. We're going to march 2, but we're going to turn. 1, 2. Good. And back. So taking a step, actually turning. And again, let's get those arms moving. And breathe. Now, if this makes you dizzy or you need to stay behind a chair, then just do 2 steps to the side. So always, again, always modify it. And again, last one. Good, and march it out. Start with some curtsy taps. And an arm. Pull down, pull. So we're getting a nice little work through our core. Pull, pull. So pull your hand down towards that opposite hip. We're moving the same side, arm and leg, but you're bringing your hand to that opposite hip. And last one, march it out. Woo. I have a stray hair here. It's going in my mouth. Tap your knees. Lift your knees up. You can get a little bit more into it. Now we're going to take those arms up a little bit higher. Big arms. Last one. March it out. Right leg, ready, we're walking forward. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. 2, 3. And march it out. March it wide. March it in. March it wide. Let's put some spring in your step. March it in. It's spring outside. March it out. March it in. March it wide. Good. Heels up and back. Pull. And breathe. So spread your fingers, make a fist, and squeeze those back muscles. Heels up and back. And last one, step it side to side. Scissor those arms. So kind of opening. Alternate right over left, left over right. And breathe. Good. And last one, march it out. Heel digs. Now opposite arm comes back. Just taking it, moving that shoulder backwards. Kind of like a single shoulder roll. And breathe. Last one. March it out. Let's take it from V steps. Ready? Right leg. And back. Take it wide. Bring it back. Stepping forward, then step back. 2 more. Last one, get ready, switch to the left lead. One more. Ready? To the left. Good. Right. 2 steps. Turn. You can get a little hop at your turn if you want. Again, you can face your chair and just do 2 steps to the side. One more time, back and forth. Good. Curtsy taps. Pull down. Pull. 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 Keep moving. If you need a break, take a break. Always feel free to take a break if you need it, or slow it down. Good. Pull. Get that rotation in there. Last one. Good. Knee taps. Now let's take those arms up a little higher. Balance. Big arms, kind of circling. And breathe. Let's do 3, 2, walk forward, right leg, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. March it out. Ready? Forward with the left. That's one. March it out. March it wide. Ready? Kick your butt. Pull your elbows back, squeezing those back muscles. Spread your fingers, make a fist. Spread, fist, spread, fist. Good. Squeeze the back muscles. Again, don't just move the arms. Squeeze those back muscles. Good, last one, and side step. Scissor arms. Alternating right over left, left over right. So you're also bringing your elbows or your arms, out to the side, so you're able to also get a nice stretch through the chest. And march it out. Here we go, last one. Heel digs. Opposite arm. You kind of do a shoulder roll. And breathe. And last one, let's march it out. Stand up straight, let's lift that chest, get your arms moving. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Again, deep breath in and out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's stand up straight. Again, deep breath in and out. Right. Before we go on to doing our weight, if you need water, feel free to get a sip of water. We haven't done this one in a while. We're going to do our 8-count clap. So a little coordination, get that brain awake this morning. All right, so we're going to go to the lap, together, cross right, clap, cross left, clap, high five, clap. Ready? Here we go. Lap, clap, right, left, high five, lap, right, left, high five. Good. Here we go. We're speeding it up. Try to keep up with me. Good job. All right. Hopefully you got a few little laughs out of that one. All right. So again, if you need water, feel free to get a sip of water. Whew, this room is warm today. There's no air on. Okay. Actually, we're going to start with our ball. Sorry about that. So we are going to use the ball band and the glider today. Yay! How much fun is that? So let's take our right leg out in front. We're going into our split stance. So let me take you through the move, and then I can give you a modification if you need the chair for balance, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to lunge down. So you need, really please make sure your legs are far enough, you have enough distance so that when you lunge down, if you can, lunge. Some people have toe issues. In that case, you can just keep your heel on the floor, maybe pass the ball over to the other hand, all right? Otherwise, if you can lunge down, we're gonna pass the ball to the other hand, and then we're gonna rotate, all right? So we've got a double move here. You need to hold on. Again, you can hold on with one hand, and then just do your rotation. You could just practice maybe letting go, pass the ball back and forth, grab the chair, and rotate, okay? So we want you to be safe. So right leg out in front. Make sure that this knee is bent. This knee should have a bend in it already, and it's over the ankle. And remember, when we come down, you push through your heel to come back up. All right, so let's take the ball under, pass, rotate. Turn the shoulders. We're not moving arms, we're moving our core. So make sure your body is what's moving. So you can see it's my shoulders. I say this every time. Shoulders, turn. The shoulder turn will turn the arms. 2 more. 1, 2. Good. Let's switch. So big step back. Now if you need more stability, you can take that back leg a little wider just to give you a bigger base of support. Ready? Let's come down and rotate. So again, you're turning your shoulders. Head and arms will go with the body. Rotate. 2 more. Make sure you're keeping the weight on the heel of this foot. Good. All right. We're going to do some push-ups, optional, with the band around your back. Okay? So, again, with push-ups, you can have your hands on the back of the chair. You can have it on the chair arms. You can have your hands on the seat of the chair. I'm going to put my hands down on the seat. And if you want, you can use a band. So if you want to use a band, you're going to put that band high up on your back. And you can use this even if you're using the back of the chair. So you would have it like this, and then just do your push-ups. Okay, make sure you have enough tension on the band, so when you come down, you don't get too much slack, all right? So choose your position. You can have your hands on the chair arms like, whoops, slipped out. You can have it like this, all right? You can have it on the seat and on the back of the seat, on the back of the chair. So step it back, abs are tight, make sure you're in a nice straight line, always stay up through the shoulders. Let's come down and push away. Let's come down, push away. Let's come down, push away. Come down and push up. Breathe, breathe, exhale, good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Remember, the band is optional. 5 more. 5, 4, come up through the shoulders. 3, make sure you're not popping your hips up or dropping your hips. 2, so abs are tight here, and 1. Good. Okay, take that off. All right. So now the fun part, the glider. So make sure you have it on the right side for your floor. I'm going to go sideways. I'm going to just demonstrate the first couple moves. We're going to slide it forward into a lunge. So you might want to make sure that you're near your chair, because as you slide forward, you know, if your leg should start going out a little further than you want it to, you want to have a chair nearby. So you're going to slide out and come right down into that lunge. Notice that my knees are both bent. Doesn't have to be far, okay? And then you've got to push into that glider to pull it back. Then you're going to go out to the side. So remember, you want to be stacked over this leg. This leg stays straight. So notice that my weight is on the left side, okay? We don't want to we're not just sliding it out. Pull it in, and then we go back. And again, notice knees are bent. Both knees are bent. Front knee, always keep behind the toes. Push up through that foot. All right? So here we go. Ready? Take it forward. Drop your back knee. Drop. Push up through this foot. Pull it in to the side. Sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Look at your alignment. Hip, knee, foot. Shoulder, hip, knee, foot. Good. That's where you want to be. Slide it back. Good. Let's go forward. And side. Sit back. Make sure your hips aren't out past your foot on that one. And down. Forward. Bend the knees. Again, you do not have to make these big movements or come down as far as me. Even if you just go a little bit like that, that's okay. And forward. Come down. Slide it out to the side, stick your butt back, and then to the back. Good. I think we have 2 more. Good. And last one coming up. And out. And back. Good job. All right. Switching legs. If you need to switch sides, make sure you have a chair nearby. Okay? Here we go. Forward. Bend both knees. Out to the side. Whoops. Going to the wrong side. Good. And forward. Slide it out. Out here a little bit more, give myself some space. And forward. Pull it in, out to the side. Shoulder, hip, knee, foot align. Knee is always over your foot, over the laces. 3 more. Forward. Side. Back. 2 more. Breathe. And make sure your body is staying upright. So when you go forward and backward, do not let your body fall forward. Keep it up. Keep your chest lifted. Eyes are forward. And your abs are engaged through this move. Or through all these moves. Good. Woo. That got my heart rate up a little bit. All right. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Good. All right. So we're going to stand on the band. Make sure you have a lot of band, which in your left hand. So we're going to have the band on under our left foot. Right leg is back. You can hold on with your right hand. Okay. So we're going to do a row and then extend. Okay. So make sure you have just the right amount of tension where you can do both the row and the tricep, okay? Remember, squeeze that back muscle. Here we go. Ready? Pull, extend, pause, bring it in. Good. Up, extend. 2, up. Ooh, feeling that. So make sure your left knee is over the ankle, and you have weight towards the heel. So look at your knee. It should have a little bend in it. Lift it up and back. And up. Back. Up. 4 more. 4. Up. 3. Keep that knee over the ankle and bend. 2. Weight towards the heel. Abs are nice and tight and engaged as well. Switch sides. Switch your feet. I'll come here. All right, so you're hinged forward just a little bit, okay? All right, so pull it up, extend. Good, bring it in. Check your knee. You have a little bend in it. Is it over your ankle? Weight towards the heel. Abs tight. Breathe. Try to stay with my tempo. 5 more. 5. Breathe. 4. 3. 2. 1. Woo, feeling that. Okay. We have 1 more. I can't believe it's going to be time to stretch already. The time goes by so fast. Okay. So these are going to be, I call them Y raises. We're going to grab the band, and you can stand feet side by side here on this one. So make sure you're not starting, the band should not be like this because you won't get any tension. So we want to start with the band maybe right about shoulder where your arms hang down. And as we take the arms up, we're going to pull it apart. So it's like a reverse pull down, but I should look like a Y right now. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it down. All right, so try to start with enough tension on the band. The closer your feet are together, a little bit harder it is. It just makes it a little bit more unstable. You have a narrower base of support. Stand up straight, ready. Pull the band out as you raise your arms, squeezing your back muscles. Good. And lower. And lift it up, pull it out. Get those arms apart. So again, if you're in the studio, you've got the mirrors there. Take a look at yourself and see, do you look like a Y? Good. And up. Pulling apart. Squeezing. Bring it up. Bring it up. We have 6 more. And bring it up, pull it apart. 6. Breathe. 5. 4. 3. 2. Good. 1. All right. So just kind of shake. We'll start stretching with our arms since we just did did the rows and the triceps and the shoulders. Woo. So let's take that left arm out, palm up, bring your hand to your shoulder, and take that arm up. You're reaching for that space between your shoulder blades. Now, if this bothers your shoulder, you can bring it around the front, or just move, if you can only lift your arm up a little bit like that, that's fine too. Go where you can. Good, bring it down. Now bring that arm across. Make sure your shoulders dropped. Shoulders down. Shoulder down. Breathe. Good, take that hand or that arm behind you, grab the wrist with your right hand, gently pull down. Drop your right ear towards the shoulder. Make sure that you're not lifting your shoulders. It's kind of hard to do that anyway, but keep your shoulders down and keep your nose forward. Good. Now, keeping your right ear towards your shoulder, now look down to the floor. And then look up to the ceiling. So your head is still tilted to the side. See if you notice that the stretch shifts. Good. And let's level it back off. Let's do the same thing with the other side. So arm out, palm up to the ceiling, take your hand to your shoulder, and let's reach for that space between the shoulder blades. Good. Now bring the arm across. Breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Shoulder down. Standing up nice and straight. Good. Take that arm behind you. Grab the wrist with your left hand and pull down. And keeping your nose forward, just drop your left ear to your shoulder. Feel that stretch down the right side of the neck. Good, and now slowly turn and look at the floor. Still with your head kind of, dropped to the left side. Turn, look at the floor. Now look up to the ceiling. You feel that stretch shifting. And come back to center. Good. All right, if you want to keep your feet down on the floor, you're just going to step back with your right leg. If you want, you can take your left foot up to the chair, and we're going to push that heel down into the floor. Get all your toes going in the same direction. Feet going in the same direction. Push. Good. And come on up, and then push that back hip forward. Again, make sure that your forward knee, regardless if it's on the chair or on the floor, your knee should not go past the tips of your toes. And push that hip forward. If you want, you can take those arms up, a little bit of balance. If you want, if your feet are down on the floor, you can hold on with your left hand and take your right over, and we can just do a little bend over towards that left leg. Keep pushing forward through the hip. But if you're going to hold on, take that right arm over. Good. And now let's just kind of bring that back foot in one step and sit back on that hip. And breathe. Breathe. Good. Breathe. Pull your toes towards you. If you want, you can reach for them. You don't have to bend. You don't have to touch them. Just reaching is going to give you that deeper stretch in the hamstrings. Good. And come on up. And let's switch legs. So again, if you're on the floor, you're going to take a big step back with that left leg. Notice that my toes are all going in the same direction. Where you can have your foot up on the floor, up on the chair. And we're going to push that back heel down into the floor. Breathe. Good. Let's come up, push that back hip forward. If you don't feel that stretch, either push it forward a little bit more, or you can, remember, you can slightly hinge back at the hips, and that gets that angle a lot bigger. You got a much bigger angle so that you're getting that stretch in the front. And again, you can take your arms up. If you need to hold on with your right hand, and then just take your left arm up, and then just bend slightly towards the right, towards the forward leg, but keep pushing forward through that hip. Good. And just kind of bring that foot in a little bit, that back foot, and sit back onto the hip. Abs are tight, and pull your toes towards you. And breathe. You can reach for the toes. You don't have to touch. Just reaching is going to get it a little deeper. Good. Come on up. Let's take those legs wide. We're going to stretch out those inner thighs a little bit. So we're just going to shift our weight to the right, but don't just push, all right? As you shift, your hips are going, your hip is going back, all right? So you're really sitting down, back on that hip. This leg, you should start to feel a nice little stretch in the inner thighs. Check your alignment, so your shoulder, hip, knee, and foot should all be nice and aligned. Lift that foot up and rotate it out to the side, and sink a little bit lower, and breathe. Good, come on up. Let's do the other side. So as you shift your weight over, you're really kind of shifting over, but sitting back. Sit back on your hip. Again, check your alignment, where's your shoulder and your hip and your knee and your foot. I'm all in a straight line. And the weight is towards the heel. Lift that foot up and rotate it to the side and come down a little bit further. And breathe. Good. And let's come on up. Tuck that left leg behind the right. Take your left arm over. Again, you don't have to bring your arm over. You can just bend to the side. But at the same time, push your hip towards the floor. Really ground your left foot into the floor. So really pushing your left foot, which is behind the right, push it into the floor. That's going to help you keep that hip down. You're going to feel that stretch. Good, now stay here. Let's take a deep breath in and come down towards the right side. Little bend in the knees, pushing your hip out. Now feel a nice stretch through your hip. Good, and come on up and let's switch. So your right foot goes behind the left. And we're just going to take that right arm up and over. Notice that I keep my head with my body. I'm not just dropping my head. As I move my body, my head is going to stay with it, so my spine stays aligned. And again, I'm pushing that right foot into the floor. I'm really grounding that right foot and pushing my hip down, creating a two-directional stretch. Good, and relax. Oh, sorry, keep that tucked behind. Deep breath in. And let's come down to the left. Little slight bend in your knees. Just let your arms can just dangle. You can hold on to your legs if you need to. And come on up. Untuck. Let's put our hands on our side by our ribs. And a deep breath in. And all the way out. Let it all out. And again, deep breath in. Expanding the ribs and the belly. Keeping the shoulders down. And one more time, deep breath in. And exhale. And thank you for being with me today. Have a great day.